battle, Mark. What did it take to get it done?
Yeah, it was a great battle. That's a heck of a team that we beat. That's got, they got a lot of toughness to them, and Chris has done a really good job putting them all in the right places and what they're doing, and so it's a great, very good win for us.
Does that second half kind of reiterate why Graham is so important to you guys? Not only the offense, but he was also on MoGo a lot of the time in the second half, first and second half.
I thought we did a great job on MoGo all night. I mean, he's a heck of a player, and I thought we had different guys on him throughout the game. But yeah, Graham's huge. I mean, some games he just kind of casually gets into them, or he's so unselfish he kind of defers, and he can't do that. We need him to be that guy that he was in the second half, regardless of whatever the post coverages are, and on him about that, and maybe experiencing it now, after kind of getting off to a slow start, but then kind of flipping the switch and coming through, we can firm up that behavior somehow, because obviously we need him. When he's like that, we can be pretty good.
What about the defense as a whole tonight as well, outside of maybe the rebounding differential?
No, it was great. It was great. It was good until that last 2 minutes, and that's a tough deal. It's almost like in football, you're in prevent defense, a little bit, and you don't want to give up threes, and yet you don't want to foul, and so it's a tough position to be in. We can obviously do a better job than we did, but I thought it was really good, especially in that second half, and then for really long stretches of the first half. It was pretty. Both teams were really playing their tails off on the defensive end, and
What did it take kind of to solve their defense? It looked like paint points and got the transition going, a little off turnovers.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, we turned them over, and Anton got out of the break a little bit. I think that kind of opened some things up. Obviously, like we spoke about, Graham got going a little bit, so we had some options we could do there. That they were post doubling a little bit, so then that opened up some threes for us. We had some threes off some post doubles, so kind of all of the above.
What was kind of the game plan against Mobo? Was it denying him the ball? I mean, he only shot 6 times. Is that kind of an ideal situation when he's not shooting 10 times in a game?
I mean, it's more complicated than that. It's we just hit our coverages. We guarded him and hit our coverages. Tried to not let him get lob dunks, and tried to keep him off the glass.
Coach, Anton's kind of just been this constant over the past 4 games of just getting double figures. I mean, he had some big shots. How nice is it to be able to rely on him?
I mean, he's obviously, the most valuable guy we have out there. You can switch him onto anybody out there on the floor. He can guard anybody. He's became a better scorer now and a more diversified offensive player. He gets our offense going. He takes the ball out against presses. He does everything for us. So, he's been that. A lot of those jobs throughout his career. He's just scoring the ball better and being more assertive now, which is exactly what we need from him.
How key of a factor was it? Anton got the 2 early fouls. Graham got a couple of early fouls. They were able to play with it and not get in serious foul trouble.
Yeah, again, I mean, that's, trusting your players but, sometimes it's just, you got to trust the officials too, I mean, you can trust your players, and we had a good crew tonight. And they were letting both teams play, and so I didn't hesitate to play either one of those guys with fouls. And certainly I think Anton's smart enough and has been in enough games to understand that, and I think you can say the same for Graham a little bit. It's harder at that spot, obviously.
What's going through your mind when the free throws aren't dropping and it's getting tighter?
I mean, it's just frustrating, and then you're rooting for your guys. It's a tough position to be in, I can just tell you they've done their work. They put their work in, and that's all you want as a coach. I tell them, if you put your work in and you feel good about, you just deal with the results. To me, it was more about just getting stops. We just somehow needed to get some stuff. They hit some big time shots. Those threes were deep and quick, and again, like I said, it's much like watching a football team. You're trying not to give up a touchdown, and so you can't just blitz them every time. And they did a good job. They were taking some 2s on us and driving it and lift faking us. So we need to guard better and smarter at the end of those games, make those a little bit tougher. But Yeah, then you need to make your free throws. If you don't make your free throws, you put yourself in harm's way, which we
Yeah.
almost did.
Ezeke, one of those guys who's, because he was 10 of 11,
Yeah.
that's been at the line working it.
Yeah, no, I mean, all of them have.
Yeah.
Jen. They all get in here and they're repping it out, and but you know, there's nothing like game pressure either. You know, so you just can't simulate that. So
Back on the road again tomorrow. What have you guys seen from Pacific?
yeah, no, hey, we just got, it's a quick turnaround and a tough turnaround, and you hit the road. I mean, these are crazy kind of deals we have. So you just got to rest up. The biggest thing is rest up, and we'll get through a scout tomorrow, and then you know, you just have to bring. Like I've said over and over again, we have to bring it each and every night, or we'll put ourselves in position to lose. I mean, we don't have that big of a talent discrepancy with anybody anymore. We got to just bring it, and we got to be ready to go on Saturday.
One more on Benny. He hit that big three and then came through at the line for you.
Yep.
He made some plays down the stretch for you.
Yeah, very much so. I told the guys afterwards. Those were big free throws, and he hit that big three. And I thought he did a great job today. You know, played heavy minutes and played through his heavy minutes. He's been kind of struggling with his conditioning, getting gassed after 3 or 4 minutes all year, and so that's limited his time out on the floor. And so I thought he played through it better tonight.